Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to the back.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Under fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive.
He's got it up to the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took the...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Childs. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught over the middle, it's Bellick. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a short shotgun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's marked. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Child. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to throw, it's Childs. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. With the catch, it's Kelly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move, he fires. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier.
He's loose. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. To the air, it's Mayava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Offense gets set for second down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Now on the move. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Makes the catch. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? You know, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. First down here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Makes his man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Spartans! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate. It doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. To the air on first down. Connection to the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. To the air. It's Mayama. Throws to the tight end. Rolls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let it.
Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCray. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. To throw, it's Childs. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Snags it on the right. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
35, Michigan State.
He'll bring it out. It's Mark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Spartans are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground. Got the first down and more. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. And the pressure pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Childs. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Lemon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Takes a handoff. It's Sanders. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Mayava. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time on target. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Sanders. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to pull his way in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man, it's Childs. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Lost a throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Bullard. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He's going up top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense showing blitz here. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it to the back. He's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Lemon. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up on it.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sparty.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And the Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
and that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Child. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over.